Welcome to Grumpy Vegan Grandad. I've just got back from the gym. I've had a nice steam, done some cardio, done some leg work. Haven't eaten yet, but I've decided coffee and my secret e-cigarette is all I need. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and I was going to leave it until maybe Thursday, Friday, but I've had a look at the questions and some might need quite a complex reply. And yes, I haven't researched anything. I haven't Googled anything. I've looked at your questions, had a think about them, and I'm just going to give you my honest and unresearched answers if needs be. So let's have a look. So we have Nikki River Neen, who says, Joey Carbstrong seemed really relaxed and nice in Veganville. You too, thank you. Was that the general atmosphere chilled? I can talk a little about the process of Veganville, of filming it, but I can't give too much away, Nikki. But no, it wasn't chilled. If you can imagine getting up in the morning and having 3 camera crews in the kitchen, miking you up, running around, and we were told we had things to do, we had to go and set up things, and no, it wasn't as relaxed as it seems. But Joey's a chill guy anyway. He's nice and relaxed. If anybody has anything to ask him, it doesn't matter if it's the same question over and over and over, Joey will answer it, and he will give a proper answer. And the rest of the time he's great. We had a great laugh together. We had a right laugh. I used to take the piss out of his Australian accent, call him a drango and all that. So yeah, the atmosphere was up and down, let's just say that. Okay, I think it means Hinadoth or Henadoth. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Hey, recently watched Veganville. In fact, I watched it a second time as I insisted my boyfriend watches it. You will watch Veganville. We both loved it. Oh, brilliant. I was wondering, how do you think going on Veganville has helped you as an individual? I honestly would love a longish video on hearing you talk about expectations before Veganville, pros and cons, and how you felt throughout doing the show and how it impacted your life afterwards. Sorry if you have talked about all this and I haven't seen it yet. Aha. Well, don't worry, I haven't. I'm sort of talking about it as we go along. But as for questions on veganism itself, how do you handle being a vegan with a non-vegan family? Good question. I'm the only vegan in my family, been vegan since early August. The previous being veggie. Well done on that. I was wondering if you had advice on dealing with any forms of criticism from family friends, as I feel this is a common issue many new vegans face. Yes. Okay, let's address the first part. Before Veganville, the audition process lasted over 12 months. And I didn't know I was going to participate until very, very near the actual filming date when we were told to meet up. Throughout that time, as soon as I knew, I had about 2 months to contemplate before, when I knew that I was actually, almost certainly going on the show. And yes, I started thinking about it then. I had to think about my acting career. Would it affect my acting career? Would it stop me getting work? Would I make a dick of myself and look an idiot and make enemies and get people against me? A lot went through my mind, a lot of negative stuff, because you're under the spotlight. I mean, episode 1 got 1.1 million views. That's a lot of people to be looking at you and judging you. Like it or not, people judge you. Every walk of life. As soon as you walk down the street, you look at someone, you're judging them. Look at the size of them, look at that coat, those pants don't go with that shirt. We all judge people. They look a bit dodgy, eyes a bit too close together, must be a burglar. You know, all that. Oh, God. Yeah, there was a cross-eyed burglar looking in my house the other week, but I was all right. He robbed next door. Oh, God, dad jokes. Fuck off, dad jokes. Anyway, so yes, there was a lot going on prior to going into Veganville. Has it helped me as an individual? Well, when I first went vegan, you isolate yourself. And you all know what I'm talking about. You isolate yourself from everybody. It's like nobody knows how to treat you. I think this leads on to your other questions. But it's with the feedback from Veganville, it's helped me realise that there's a lot of people think the same way. And people appreciate being informed of the health benefits and of everything about vegan. People appreciate knowing, getting the knowledge. Whether they use it or not, that doesn't matter. I learned to get on with people and not judge people, because there was a few instances where I judged people and thought, oh, they're going to be idiots, these, and they turned out to be really nice guys. You'll know what I'm talking about. One in episode 1, the guy was talking about the slaughterhouses. I thought he was going to come in, rob a few beers and fuck off. Well, he didn't. He come in and he was a really intelligent, nice guy. He really was. And afterwards, how was it impacting my life afterwards? Well, it prompted me to do this YouTube channel on the back of Veganville. I started putting it together just before Veganville aired so that I could push people towards it. I'm not an egotistical person. It's not all about me and ego, although that does come into it with my acting. But I'm doing it because I want a big audience, because I think I've got a lot of things to say to people to help them make a decision on veganism, and I want to do that. I want to do this for the animals. I want an audience to sort of spread like wildfire to get everybody along this line, because every second that I'm talking now, animals are being abused and raped and tortured and murdered and enslaved and used. You know, so it's not nice, and I want to stop it. I want to stop it. We just don't. It's fucking horrible. Anyway, as for questions on vegan, how do you handle being non-vegan? Right, okay, my non-vegan family, I don't think going to change anytime soon. Dealing with forms of criticism. Right. What I suggest you do when it comes to family and criticism is you need to educate yourself on every possible question and scenario. Because when people ask you questions like, you're not going to get enough protein on a vegan diet, you need to go, bang, well, yes, there is. There's in this, there's in that, there's in this, in beans, legumes, potatoes, proteins in everything. We make protein. We can get protein everywhere. In fact, we've got more protein available sources everywhere than you have. There's loads of it out there. You know, where are you going to get your B12 from? Well, vegans are generally less B12 deficient than meat eaters, because we are conscious of it now, because it's been rammed down our throat. It's you guys, the meat eaters, who have absorption issues, who are maybe B12 deficient, but you don't check up on it because you think you're okay. There's lots of replies, and you've got to be there. That's how you deal with people. You've got to, when they criticize you, they're not doing it to find flaws. Well, your family and your friends shouldn't. What they're doing is they want to make sure you're going to be okay. They want to make sure that you're not going to be ill, because in their heads, veganism is an extreme diet. It's an extreme thing to do, and it makes people ill because of all the negative bullshit that goes out there, especially on fucking YouTube. And they're concerned for you. So don't take it as criticism, take it as concern. So if you get educated, you can then you can then ease their minds and make them feel more comfortable. And once you do this, then your family will be with you, I promise you, and some might even join you. But get informed. Learn the answers to every question. Just watch YouTube channels. I'm not a reader. I can read. I'm not fucking illiterate or anything like that, or dyslexic, but I learn off watching. I salt things up like a sponge when I watch things. Even when I see stuff, you know, making stuff and doing stuff, I watch it. I don't read. I can't read. It's, fuck that. Hope that helps. I'm sorry it's not a long reply, but I've got a lot to get through. So yeah, thank you for that, Henna. Okay, Bohemian B. You're great, Bohemian B. You've been with me from the beginning. You really help. You help my ego. You're great. Grumpy Gramps. How do you navigate mealtimes with the family being the only vegan in the household? Said in the voice of Daffy Thomas from Little Bit. The only vegan, yeah. I'm the only gay in the village. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. Right. Quite easy. I'm the alpha male and I fucking cook my food first, so fuck the rest of them. Yeah? No, I don't. I get a slap off her if I do that. No, all I do is if they're cooking already and I come in, we cook separately. I cook my meals, they cook their meals. If they're cooking first, let them cook first, and then I cook mine, or cook mine first, they wait, and then cook theirs. It's no big deal. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Not an issue. Okay, Tony, straight edge vegan. Hey up, Danny. The other week I went to see the doc for my full blood work results after 8 years vegan and vegetarian from night. Oh, Tony from the gym. Ah, yes, Tony from the gym. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. And vegetarian from 1986. The results were all good as usual. This particular doc was fresh out of med school, so I decided to tell a little fib and quiz his newly acquired medical knowledge. Nice one, I like it. I asked, I'm thinking of going vegan. What do you think? He replied, well, there's certain proteins you can't get, so I wouldn't advise it. Wanker. So I came clean and apologised for my little lie, and he was genuinely surprised. He asked if I supplemented anything, and I told him just B12, as everyone should, correct. So I hope he looks into it more. I know they get limited nutritional tuition, which makes no sense because that's the root of most health issues. So my question is, why do you think Health Service doesn't promote a plant-based diet when the science is backing it up? Cheers, bro. No problem. Simple answer. Okay? Pharmaceutical companies are one of the richest companies on the planet. The meat, dairy and egg industry is one of the richest industries on the planet. Okay? Drugs are patented, which means every time a doctor prescribes a drug, these big companies get some cash. Yeah? So, to prolong this, doctors aren't given nutritional training. They're given less than a day's worth of nutritional training. So they have no idea on nutrition. Don't ever listen to your doctor on nutrition because he knows fuck all. Absolutely fuck all. Right? He is simply there to find out from his book what your symptoms are and the drug to treat it. That's all he's there for. I could be a fucking doctor. There's nothing fucking hard about being a doctor. I could Google it and say, yeah, you've got fucking gout, bean man. You've got gout. Here's a drug. Where's the drug? List the drug. There you go. Take these tablets. One a day for the next 6 weeks. It'll sort it. Pharmaceutical companies, ding ding, cha-ching, load of money. So this has been going on for a long time. Yeah, it's all interlinked. The governments make money, the pharmaceuticals bung the government, the meat industry bungs the government bungs the meat industry to keep the meat cheap. It keeps us ill, the doctors give us drugs, the money goes back to them. That's the circle of life. Now, if doctors got nutritional training, I can guarantee they would be telling everybody to go vegan. And I would guarantee that all the people, the millions upon millions of people who were dying, suffering from stroke, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, they would all disappear. The pharmaceutical companies would collapse. There's no drugs to give out. It's fucking there. This is one conspiracy theory that is true. I'm telling you now. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Doctors not even being nutritionally trained, when that is the root cause of all the three biggest killers in the fucking Western world: heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Come on. I needed some nicotine. Don't be annoyed. I'm sorry, but I've got one vice, right? One vice, nicotine. Sorry. I'm getting grumpy now. Grumpy. Molly Ripley. Hello, Molly. I've been vegan for over a year. I haven't told some of my family members or my boyfriend's parents because I know they'll judge and interrogate me. How do I tell them? It's hard avoiding eating at people's houses when they invite me for dinner. Molly, 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 Molly. Let's analyse what you are scared of telling them. Your boyfriend's parents. Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Boyfriend's parents. I've got something to tell you. I'm a lesbian. No! That would cause shock. Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Boyfriend's parents. I'm not a lesbian. However, I don't want to participate in the rape, enslavement, murder, kidnap of animals. I love nature, and I want to align my ethics with my love of nature. I don't want to cause murder and cause destruction to the planet. Boyfriend's parents. Fucking good on you. Good on you. Molly, what are you talking about? Really? And why will they interrogate? Well, they'll interrogate you. Well, what are they going to say to you? So why are you not murdering? Why would you not want to murder shit? Why would you not want to kill innocent animals? You're dumb, you are. I'd rather you be a lesbian. I've got lesbians on the bread. What's going on? Is that normal? Sorry, I'm joking. It just comes out. I've got Tourette's and fucking ADHD. I haven't got Tourette's. Fuck off. Maybe I have. Bollocks. Okay. Sorry, Molly, but listen, I'll be serious. Right? Tell everybody. Announce it. Put it on Facebook. Announce it to the world. You will be surprised. Your family, your boyfriend's parents, everybody will adapt and help you. My family did the same. They come home and say, "Oh, Danny, I've got you these vegan magnums I got last week." Whoa, vegan magnums, yes. They will help you. They will embrace it. And you're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. You'll feel a little bit uncomfortable with your boyfriend's parents because you've told them you're vegan. Think about the animals locked up in those fucking pens waiting to have a knife smashed into the throat. You've got it easy, girl. You've got it easy. Do it. Just tell them. Tell them. If they say anything, send them to me. I'll fucking sort them out. Used to be a fucking fight to me. Right. Vegan teacher. Oh, you guys, interview coming up with vegan teacher soon. She's great. She's great. You'll see. What kind of food do you take while work on long journeys? Does it involve much prep? Well, Mrs. Vegan Teacher, don't give me detention. But no, it's quite easy. What I do for the mornings for my breakfast, because I get up at like 4 and 5 a.m, I make overnight oats. So I've got spinach and protein powder and oats and blueberries and strawberries, and I pour milk in and stir it all up and put some peanut butter in, and I put it in the fridge, and then I take it to work in the morning. I just eat it as I go along in the morning. And then I'll tell you what I get. I'm going to mention this later on because someone's asked a question about this. I get the no chicken strips from Iceland. They're like real pieces of chicken and you fry them up and they're lovely. And you can eat them cold once you've cooked them. They're bro. Just like real chicken. And I make chicken salads and it takes about 5 minutes. I chop a load of salad up, put it in a big Tupperware, and I just scoop the salad out, put it in my little Tupperware, scoop some chicken out, put that in my Tupperware, put the lid on, bang it in my bag, sorted. And if not, I can pull up at any services. There's Greg's there, there's KFC's there, all the services. There's no problem nowadays. You can jump out and get a snack. I mean, 5 years ago, I struggled a little bit. I was a bit lazy, but I found that I could go into a supermarket, get a tub of hummus and a pack of pre-cooked carrot sticks and celery, and I used to just eat that. But now it's so easy. Okay, Earthling Lucy, what were your genuine thoughts about Veganville? For example, the 2 women you work with. That's a probing question, isn't it, Earthling Lucy? My genuine thoughts about Veganville. Overall, very, very happy with it. It was great to get something like this on mainstream TV. I was so happy that Joy turned up. I was very happy about Joy turning up because I'd actually been watching him on the train down. I had no idea he was going to be on the show. The 2 girls, Jodie and Ricky, they were fine. We were like a little family. Jodie, I really got on with. Ricky had a lot of anxiety issues, and she had a lot of problems, and we didn't sort of communicate at first. The age gap was too big between us, but we slowly come together, and now we're friends, and she's a nice girl. I like her. But I felt that some parts were cut a bit bad. There were things left out. The trouble with the BBC is they've got to give a balanced view. So, for example, if we say something, there's got to be a counter argument. It's got to even up. You've got to have the scales like that. You can't have it like that on the BBC. You can on all the others, but you can't. BBC has got to be level. It's got to be level. And tonight on BBC One is the last episode, and I visit a dairy farmer. Now, I laid into the dairy farmer. I laid into her, and I hit her with fact after fact after fact after fact. And I had her on all sorts, but they only show a very small amount of it. So that's the only thing I'm not happy about. The dairy farmer visit is the only thing that I'm not really happy about. But bear in mind, we were filming for 3 weeks, and that's been crammed into 3 hours. There's some things I visited, like a boxing gym, and there's other stuff I did that didn't make the show. So, but yeah, as a forum, as a platform to get out there, 1.1 million people who wouldn't normally see any vegan TV shows or any vegan sort of information, it was pushed in front of them on BBC One, so that was a cool thing. I'm happy it went on BBC One because people were sort of it come to them rather than being searched out. So yeah, I'm happy. Okay, McQueenie, how do you say it? McQueenie. Let's have a look. Okay, hey Danny, good to see your activism. My question is as follows. Oh, here we go. This sounds. Assuming you're vegan for ethical reasons, yes, I am now. Well, I have most of the time. How are you managing other aspects of your life to make sure you're truly vegan? Example, don't buy other products which are made of animal parts. Example, according to motoring journalist Ryan McElroy, every single vehicle on the road has animal products in. You can't avoid it. When I tried veganism for ethical reasons, I was frustrated with the fact that animal products were used everywhere. And it's not just food that you have to be mindful of. As a result, I've decided to reduce my meat consumption, stick to lean meats, and direct some of my focus to things like reducing waste, recycling. All the best. Thanks, Damien. Okay, Damien. Right. Veganism is is not about perfection. It allows for some flaws. Definition of veganism. I spelled that a bit wrong, but let's have a look. Right, so here's the definition. Okay. A philosophy and a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, and by extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for the benefit of animals, humans, and the environment. In dietary terms, it denotes the practice of dispensing with all products derived wholly or partly from animals. So the key thing there, mate, which applies to you, is as far as possible and practicable. So, I've got a car. It's got a leather steering wheel. I can't afford a fully vegan car if there is one out there. I bought a second-hand car. Yeah. You'll see in the back there, I've got a leather sofa. I bought that before I was vegan. I can't afford a new sofa. It's not practical. I can't afford to throw that away and send it to landfill. I can't afford to give. I need it. I've got it. I'm going to use it now. Yeah. I won't buy any more leather. However, what can we do? There's no such thing as a true vegan. There's no such thing. Society, humans will always have an impact. We'll always kill things. You've only got to jump on a train and you're killing a million insects on the windscreen of the train. Small animals get run over. We're going to always have an impact. Just by building houses, we're having an impact on nature. So we do what we can. And you said that you got frustrated with the fact that animal products are used everywhere, yeah? So you went back to meat consumption. Really? So you couldn't be a true vegan, so you went back to murder. Mate, come on. You went back to cruelty. You went back to paying people to kill babies and tear the legs off for your Sunday. Dude. Do you see what I'm saying? I can't be full vegan, so I'm going to go back to murder. That's what you're saying, man. I mean, even trying to reduce your... I mean, lean meats. What's lean meats all about? Lean meats aren't any better for you. They've still got cholesterol. They've still got saturated fat. They've still got trans fats. No matter how lean it is, it's all embedded into... Still got heme iron. Still got hormones. Have a rethink, mate. You can't be truly vegan. It's impossible. But you can do as much as you can, and that's all veganism is, doing as much as you can. If I didn't need my car, I wouldn't have a car. Yeah? If I didn't need my house, I wouldn't have a house. If I didn't need clothes, I wouldn't wear clothes. Rethink it. You need to think more deeply and just like get over this frustration that you can't be totally vegan, because you're killing microbes when you have antibiotics. You can't not kill shit. Being alive, we just automatically kill shit, accidentally, for survival. We just do it. But you can stop your participation in the cruelty that is the meat industry, the egg industry, the dairy industry. You can stop your participation. You can be more mindful of your choices of deodorants and cosmetics and cleaning products, just because they might be tested on animals. There's things that it's so easy to do. I don't see what your problem is. But hey, do it, Damien. Have a think. Thanks for the question. Good question, that. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there's a Henadoth, and now we've got a Duradoth. Are you the same person in two disguises? Are you two different people, or is it just a coincidence? I'm not new to the idea of veganism. I do agree with it. I'm still eating meat purely out of habit and comfort, but want to find meals I can easily make to replace this. Any suggestions? Fuck yeah! Have you actually gone into a supermarket and searched out vegan food? Yeah, I've mentioned it already. Start off on these vegan chicken strips in Iceland. Iceland have got one freezer with burgers, sausages, cakes, pasties, sausage rolls, pizzas. Start there. Yeah? It's not health food. It's not a healthy food, but you seem to be you agree with veganism, so obviously you're doing it for the animals, yeah? So go to Iceland and then start having a look around Asda. There's loads of shit. Go to the meat-free aisle. Go to the free vegetarian freezer section. It's so easy. Everything's labelled vegan, and if it's not labelled vegan, look on the back, because now they have to put in bold milk, eggs. Yeah, they have to put that in, so it's in bold. If it says could contain milk, eggs, or nuts, ignore that. It just means it's in a factory where they handle both, and people with extreme allergies, with just a tiny microbe of nut or milk or eggs, could get really sick off it. So that's what that means. So if it's not in the ingredients, it's vegan. There's also a website called Now You Know on Instagram. Yeah? Use that. That tells you everything. It's surprising what is actually vegan. So, I think I've answered everybody's questions there. I've done really well. So, thank you for the input. Thank you for taking part. I am going to do another one of these because they're really interesting. It gets me thinking, and it gets you lot thinking as well. And yeah, I would have waited longer, but I wanted to take some time and do some proper replies. So I will do another one of these next week. Okay, so get your questions thought up. No one's caught me out yet anyway, have you? Grumpy Vegan Grandad, signing off.